Hi, I'm Susie Nelson-Crowley, and today is episode number 4 of the How to Get Your Home Sold video series. Today we're going to talk about the target buyer for your home and how we're going to reach that target buyer. I really think that this is something that most people don't give enough thought to, that not intentional enough, so we're going to dig right in. So far we have found all the information about your home, your neighborhood, the local amenities, why you love this home, and we're going to now turn this around and think about what kind of buyer is going to want these things. So is this going to be, is yours a move-up home? Is the buyer for your home a first-time buyer? Are they a cyclist, an urban hipster, maybe an empty nester? So we're going to identify this buyer, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to reach them. So number one, the first thing in creating your marketing plan is to make sure that we've got beautiful visuals. So professional photos are an absolute must. All of my listings have professional photos. I'll show you how to get ready for your photo shoot, and I'll come early to help you prepare. We will fluff the pillows. We'll make sure that the lines and the linens are exactly straight so that the buyer sees nothing amiss. We're going to create a beautiful photo, and so many of what my clients say, "My God, my home looks so beautiful." It's because the photographers that I use are fabulous. So the goal here is to create compelling visual images that are going to attract the target buyer for your home. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the marketing storytelling. Remember all that information? We're going to wrap that into a compelling story that will attract your buyer. We'll create a story that appeals to this buyer's wants and needs, and even more important, their aspirations. Because a buyer's not just buying a house, they're buying a lifestyle. They're seeing their future in this home, and we want to make sure that our marketing appeals to this. Next, we're going to use the visuals and the marketing story. We're going to take the visuals and the marketing storytelling, and we're going to create wonderful, beautiful print advertising and digital advertising. We'll make sure that your listing is syndicated to all of the real estate websites and social media as well, and we will use special targeted promotions to get you out in front of the buyer that's going to be perfect for your home. I still believe in open houses, and I like to do them on the first weekend that you're on the market. I have even been known to go by and knock on the doors of your neighbors and invite them over for a champagne open house because they know the house, maybe. They know the neighborhood, certainly, and they may have friends that are looking to move into the home. That are looking to move into the neighborhood. So I think that this can be a very beneficial thing. Another thing that I think we need to keep in mind is marketing to the realtors. 88% or more of home sales are attended to by realtors. So we want to make sure that we meet the realtors' needs. So remember all that information we created, or all that information that we captured in the MLS sheet? That all goes into the multiple listing system so that the realtors who are searching for homes for their buyers can find your home. We're also going to make the home easy to show. I use a showing service so that you're notified of showings and I'm notified of showings so that we can accommodate the realtors as best we can. And we're also going to talk to realtors because realtors talk amongst themselves. So I'm going to be on the phone talking to my realtor buddies to tell them about your wonderful home and why they should be looking for buyers for it. If there's an active brokers open in your neck of the woods, we'll also do that. And in doing so, we'll maybe provide lunch to a bunch of realtors to come by and see your home so that they have firsthand experience with it. So now I'd like to segue and tell you how this all came together for recent clients of mine. They had lived in their historic Hyde Park home for 30 years and called me in to help them sell because they were going to downsize. So I took all of the interview information that I do normally, why they loved the home, the history of the home, and found in so doing that they had many of the original documents on the home when it was built in the 1920s. We found that the home was built for Mr. McMaster and his wife. And I thought, that's interesting. The sellers really loved the livability of the home. Through the years, they'd made an addition that enlarged the kitchen and updated it, added a large family room and a master suite. So not only did we have a historic home, but we had a beautifully livable home. And that was our marketing story. We created McMaster House, Livable History. We created a 4-page brochure out of all of those fabulous photos. We had a champagne open house for the neighbors and to announce the property to the market. We had a broker's open the first day that was available to us, and we sold the home in 10 days. It was a great experience for the sellers. A new family moved in where they too are bringing up their children now. All in all, things went full circle and it turned out beautifully. So we've talked about finding a buyer for your home, the perfect buyer for your home. We've talked about how we're going to create the visuals for this buyer and how we're going to create a story that's going to compel them to buy this home. All of this is wrapped together, and soon we go to episode number 5, which is putting you on the market. So if you like what you've heard and you'd like to talk some more, feel free to give me a call. I can always be reached at 813-334-6611. That's 813-334-6611. And stay tuned for the next episode. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.